One sunny afternoon, the Carroll Police Department received a call that would change everything in their dear town. The call was about an unusual situation in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. A black bear was pacing back and forth on the road, trying to guide her 4 young cubs safely across to the other side. While it wasn't uncommon to see a wild animal dart into the forest, it was almost unheard of for a mother bear to be with her cubs in the middle of a busy highway. Feeling the urgency and importance of the situation, the caller shared all the details with the dispatcher, voicing her concerns for the safety of the bear and her vulnerable cubs. The dispatcher quickly passed on the information to Trooper Thomas Owens, who sped to the scene, not knowing what to expect. Little did he know, an incredible story was about to unfold right before his eyes. When Owens arrived, he stepped out of his patrol car and saw the anxious bear family. The mother bear was pacing nervously, clearly distressed. As he looked closer, his heart sank. One of the cubs was lagging behind, its steps slow and laboured, struggling to keep up with its siblings and mother. It was clear the cub was weak and needed help. Understanding the gravity of the situation, Owens quickly took control, using his patrol car to block the road and prevent any vehicles from approaching. Traffic began to build as drivers waited patiently, sensing that something extraordinary was happening. Word spread quickly, and onlookers started to gather, drawn by the unusual sight of a bear family on the highway. The mother bear, growing increasingly worried about her struggling cub, tried to nudge it along, hoping it would keep walking. But the little one was clearly exhausted. Desperate to help, she made several attempts to lift it in her mouth and carry it across the road. Each try ended in failure, as the cub was too weak to hold on. The sight tugged at the heartstrings of Trooper Owens and the growing crowd. They watched in silence, feeling the mother bear's desperation and determination. Minutes passed, and the mother bear's efforts began to waver. After a few more attempts, she did something unexpected. She nudged the cub one last time, then turned away and reluctantly crossed the road to rejoin her other 3 cubs. As she left her struggling cub behind, a wave of concern and worry swept through the onlookers. They exchanged glances, unsure of what would happen next. The policeman, deeply touched by the mother bear's desperate actions, felt a profound responsibility to ensure the safety of the abandoned cub. Driven by compassion, he decided to do something unexpected, a brave move in front of a family of bears. The poor cub was now alone and vulnerable, in urgent need of help. Without a second thought, Owens made a bold choice to intervene, fully aware of the risks involved. While troopers are trained to handle wildlife encounters, he knew that the fierce instincts of a mother bear could turn dangerous if she saw him approaching her vulnerable baby. In a swift and decisive move, he rushed to the cub, scooping it up as gently as possible. With the tiny bear cradled in his arms, he sprinted back to his patrol car, his heart racing with adrenaline. Once safely in the vehicle, he placed the cub on the passenger seat, making sure it was comfortable before securing it with a makeshift seatbelt. With the bear now under his protection, Owens headed to the New Hampshire Fish and Game NHFG office, where the experts could provide the care and rehabilitation the little cub desperately needed. When he arrived, Owens handed over the cub to a team of wildlife rehabilitators, veterinarians, and biologists. They carefully examined the bear, checking for injuries and signs of distress. The team praised Owens for his bravery, and he felt a wave of relief knowing he had played a crucial role in saving the cub. The little bear was now safe and in good hands, or so he thought. The very next day, the police received another startling report. Another black cub had been spotted by the roadside. It turned out that the mother bear had given birth to 5 cubs, a rare number for a black bear. This cub, weaker than its siblings, had fallen behind and was struggling to keep up. The news of another cub in need spread quickly, stirring surprise and concern among the officers. Still moved by the previous day's rescue, Owens knew he had to act fast. He gathered the necessary equipment and headed to the reported location. Upon arrival, he surveyed the area, looking for any signs of the cub or the rest of the bear family. His trained eye soon caught a small movement in the nearby foliage. As he approached cautiously, he saw that the cub was indeed very weak and unable to keep up with its family. Determined to help, Owens approached the cub with the same care he had shown its sibling. Seeing its exhaustion, he knew immediate action was needed. He contacted the wildlife authorities, who arrived swiftly to assist. Working together, they created a safe environment for the cub's rescue. With tenderness and precision, Trooper Owens gently scooped up the frail cub, cradling it with utmost care. The wildlife authorities were ready and waiting, prepared to face any challenges that might arise during the rescue. They carefully stabilized the cub before transporting it to the NHFG rehab center, where it would be reunited with its sibling. The thought of the two cubs together, no longer alone, was a comforting one. Thanks to the tireless efforts of both the police and the New Hampshire Fish and Game, the bear family received the care and support they needed to grow stronger and learn the essential skills for survival. The two fragile cubs rescued by Trooper Owens were given a new lease on life. Under the expert care of the wildlife professionals, they gradually regained their strength and vitality. Their journey to recovery was a testament to the dedication of those who cared for them. Meanwhile, the mother bear was seen again with her 3 healthy cubs. As the cubs grew and became more independent, the fish and game team carefully assessed their readiness for release. When the time was right, they made the decision to return the cubs to their natural habitat, giving them the chance to thrive in the wild. Trooper Owens promised to keep a watchful eye on the neighboring woods, ensuring the family's continued well-being. The local community celebrated him as a hero for his remarkable bravery. And so our story comes to a close. Would you have had the courage to rescue the weak cub in front of its mother? Would you do it again for another cub? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.